What's up everyone, my name is SuddenlyNinja and welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015, or as I like to call it, don't let them know you don't know shit about cars. Simulator 2015. Now this game came out on Steam a couple of days ago, and the premise is actually pretty simple. You're a mechanic who owns a garage, and people bring in their cars, they have various problems, and it's up to you to solve those problems. So you need to check the cars, check every part to see what's wrong with them, if there's something wrong with them, and then replace it in the right way. And that is all a-okay, except I know nothing about cars. Now, as some of you may know, I don't own a car. I don't even own a driver's license. In fact, I don't even have a degree in car mechanicalization. But we're just gonna wing it and see how far we get. I mean, how hard can it be? Right, we're gonna pick up the phone because people are calling in with their cars now. We have a category motor. Controlling the car feels loose. No problem, bring it in. I'll have a look at it. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and the first thing you do when you get a car in your shop is you check the trunk to see if there's any hidden dead bodies or body parts in there, and there's not, so we can get to work on this car. You can pull up this list, and it tells me that the inner tie rod is broken, and the sway bar front end link A, whatever that may be, is completely busted for some reason. And there's this handy tick. If you're a noob like me, you can just tick it. And then when you open the hood and you take a look at the engine, it'll show you where the parts are. So there's the whatchamacallit. Did something crawl up this engine and die? Is that blood? It's completely filled with blood spatter. This car is not meant to go to a mechanic. This car is meant to go to a coroner. This thing, which is blowing glue, which is the rim... No, this is the sway bar front end link A, which is accessible from the wheel side on the lifter, okay. And then I guess that this thing we also need to, yeah, okay. But they're both only accessible from the lifter, so we're just gonna close the hood here, and we're gonna move the car to the lifter over there. Okay, time to lift that baby up. There we go. Actually a pretty nice system if you like tinkering with stuff. I used to play this game called Gearhead Garage, and it had the same sort of system where people would bring in their car, and you would have to look at all the individual parts, and you would have to solve their car issues there. It had lots of bolts and screws and things, and I like games where you can screw things. Okay, let's take a look here. This thing really needs to go because, as you can see in the bottom left corner there, the condition is only 12%. It really needs to be replaced. Oh, we're gonna have to take the wheel off first. Oh, I see. Okay, how do we do that? Click on the wheel. There we go. Oh, is it on the back? Yes. Oh, we don't even need to do that. We can just unscrew it right now. Okay, that's one of the pet peeves I have with this game, is that sometimes parts say you need to take off another part to be able to access them, but you can just take it out like that. Okay, let's head over to the other side as well and see if we can do this thing now, which is the something with the shock absorber. No, the sway bar. Oh no, we need to take off the wheel as well. Okay, take off the wheel. Shut up, phone. I'm playing around with the nuts. Okay, so we take off this thing as well. There we go. Okay, we just leave that. I believe the two things we needed to get were, yeah, the inner tie rod and the sway bar front end link A. So we go over here, go to the internet, to the car part shop, and the first one was something with sway. Oh, yeah, the sway bar front end link A. And we buy that, and the other one, what was the other one? Let me check. It was an inner tie rod. So we go back to the car part shop, and we type in inner tie rod. There we go, we buy that as well. Excellent. Okay, back to the car. Let's put those things on. Okay, so we've replaced all of the parts that needed replacing. We can now lower the car back down to the ground, and I do believe that we can take it for a test drive. I mean, you don't normally do that as a mechanic. You just fix all of the parts and then give it back to its owner, but the owner is not here yet, so I think we're gonna take it for a test drive. Let's see how this thing handles after we've replaced all of the parts. Oh, okay, that almost ended catastrophic. I took a wrong corner. It's okay, we tested it. The safety features I put on are all working. They're all in working order. They're excellent. Okay, and now the braking test. Stop. Oh, it might need some new brakes. There we go. And there we go, we're back inside of the garage. I think it's time we return this baby to its rightful owner. Let's see if we can finish the job. Yes, we fixed everything. On completion, we will earn $117. There we go. Let's see if there's anything else to do while we were gone. Oh yeah, a lot of jobs came in. These jobs require a little bit more experience for me to actually take on, so I can safely decline those. Okay, so this green car has all sorts of problems with it. Let's take a look at the engine. Looks a little bit better than the last one, I have to say. Let's see. Tapping sounds from the engine bay are probably caused by the alternator. Replace engine oil and filter. And she has brake problems, so most of the brake calipers need replacing. Let's start with the first one, the tapping sound from the engine bay, because that seems to be the most pressing to me. Okay, let's take a look. Where is the alternator? This thing looks pretty shot, but that is the ABS pump, which I think has something to do with the brakes. Oh, there we go. That's the alternator. Okay, so now what do we need to do to take that off? I think this serpentine belt needs to go. We can then take off the alternator, unscrew the bolts, and there we go. Let's see if we can buy a new alternator so we can replace it right away. There we go, an alternator for $200. Let's go into assembly mode and put back our newly bought alternator. Now for this second part, I believe that we need to replace engine oil and filter. I think we're going to do that last. As you can tell, this is really a game that someone who likes to tinker with things would enjoy. And if you like big action games with flashy graphics and everything, well, I mean, this game looks quite good. It's just not a game where explosions happen and you shoot stuff. It's more the opposite. You kind of fix things and you spend time in your garage, and I like it. It's a different take on the modern game, I guess. And there we go. So that's all done. What else needed to be done? The brake calipers and the brake discs need to be replaced, and the engine oil and filter need to be replaced. I think all of those things need to happen up on the lift, so we're going to close the hood and move the car to the lift. Okay, let's start by replacing the oil. I think I know how to do that. I've seen it being done on a car that wasn't mine. This is the oil pan, which is where the oil collects, and that is the oil drain plug. There we go. Now if we unscrew that... Oh god, oil comes out. Oil cleaning costs $100. Did we just spill a lot of oil on the ground? I hope not. Was there any way to avoid that? Anyway, we've now completely emptied out the oil tank of the car, so I think we're gonna do some work on the brake pads. Let's start at the front right. Of course, we're gonna have to take off the wheel. Okay, so we took everything off. We're gonna have to see what we're gonna need to buy now. I think we need to buy 2 brake calipers, 1 brake disc, and 1 brake disc ventilated. I hope I can remember all of that. Okay, I think that is all of the parts we needed to replace there. Do we also need to replace the oil filter? Because I think we can get to that from the... Yeah, there we go, the oil filter. I believe that is something like this thing. There we go. Take off the oil filter. And then I think all that we have left to do is lower the car and fill it up with oil. And we're going to have a test run after that because I want to see if this actually works. Is that enough? Oh, there we go. There we go. We're overflowing. Okay, that's good. I believe we can now also use the oil stick there. Yeah, there we go. It's completely full up. Let's close the hood, get in, and do a little test drive. I do believe I could have done a better job replacing the braking pads. But okay, let's continue on through the slalom. This way, to the right. Oh, come on, don't slide. This way. I remember from the last time when we crashed into the wall, which totally doesn't happen this time. Oh, what happened? What do we do? What kind of test is this? Okay, so I restarted the test because that was obviously not supposed to happen. I don't know if we were supposed to fix the suspension or the springs. I don't know, but we're gonna go around the track again. Don't crash into this wall. Go that way, over the humps again. And got over through safety and use those new brake pads. Come on. Oh, okay. Just clipped it. Nobody saw that. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. I think I've given you guys a good idea of what Car Mechanic Simulator 2015 is all about, although I haven't even scratched the surface yet. There is so much more you can do in this game. Once you get a little bit more money than I have right now, you can actually go to a car auction and buy old used cars that you can then fix up and sell for a lot more money than I currently have. There's also lots of upgrades you can make to your garage. There's a paint shop, there's a pathing test, there's a parking lot of something. I don't even know what that's for, but it sounds pretty awesome. Anyway, I do recommend that you check out this game because, like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with it off camera. It's a pretty difficult game to actually record a presentation like this or a Let's Play or something for. You really need to take your time and learn your way around the insides of these cars before you can actually get any good at them. Anyway, I hope you had a lot of fun. I know I did. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.